Okay, thanks for checking in. And my name is Joe D'Agostino. And if you have not been here before, this is my YouTube channel where I talk about everything concerning photography, whether it be cameras, gear, techniques, just overall philosophy. So if that's kind of your thing, this is the place for you. The other thing you need to know about me is I am unscripted. So basically, I get products, cameras, gear, whatever it may be, or whatever thought is on my mind, and I speak from the heart, usually a one take, and I usually don't do any cuts, and I don't write a script. So again, if you like an honest, from the heart delivery, this is the channel for you. What am I looking at today? Today is a product, and believe it or not, they reached out to me. So in full disclosure, they have sent me this product. In hopes of me creating some content for them. There was no money exchanged other than, obviously the product here. And I don't even have the price point on this. I probably should have done that before I created the video. However, I will have the link below in the description. And I've used their products before. I actually used their products once before for a sorry, I was away from the mic there for a minute. I used their products before for the Canon EOS R. No, I'm sorry, the EOS M6 Mark II. And I used their small battery charger. And I thought this was a great little charger. This LLAno is the company. And this was a great charger for charging two batteries at a time. But it also, as you can see, has SD card storage. And you just plug it in a USB-C right here on the side. And it makes for a nice little travel case. It's plenty small, stands right up. And again, you can charge two at the same time and also have that SD card slot afforded, to you. Now, it's not an SD card reader. It's just basically a storage. But nonetheless, whenever I go away on vacation, I like to try to have the most minimal package as I can to pack everything, because like most of you, I do not pack my gear in a suitcase. I pack it on my carry-on, and I don't trust my gear with anybody, so it always stays with me. And so, having room is key for me. So to have dual card slots for storage, which I always bring more than one SD card, and then two batteries and maybe one in the camera, three batteries for a vacation is plenty if you're out shooting all day. I don't see an issue with that. And again, this could be charged through a battery bank USB-C or actually into the wall. Now, we're not here to talk about this one. We're here to talk about a bigger brother, and that is the LLAno that I received here. And what is the actual number? I should probably get into that. Yep, I don't even know what it is. It's the LLAno. It's a power bank, LLAno power bank. I don't know what model number this is. Turbo cell, the 2-in-1 turbo cell Lion lithium ion camera battery power bank charger. 12,400 milliamp 2-port charger. So comes in a nice box, comes with a nice little carrying case here. Sorry, I'm not up with the specs. That's not my thing. My thing is to show you the product and what it does and how I like it and how it works. So let me get the box out of the way. I'm not going to do one of those open box things. They really only asked me to do like a YouTube unboxing reel, but I figured I'd do a actual video of it because I do think it is a cool product. As you can see, significantly bigger than the other one. And there's a reason for that. This one is a charger. Two batteries in it with an SD card slot for storage, charger, and you can see the display when you press the button here. It will show you, how far along your batteries are. This one is significantly different. Let me leave this right over here though, so you guys can see it. This one here is obviously significantly different. It's a lot bigger, but what you'll notice here is that you do have a card, you do have a dual slot up top as well with a push button. It's kind of like a security bank. And now this is for my Sony batteries. There are two, channel 1, channel 2, and you can see two USB slots here on the side, which let me let that focus out there for you. So two USB slots on the side, and what that does is they are both in and out, so you can charge other devices using this. Now, how is that possible? Well, because this is a battery bank in itself. So if you'll notice, if I hit the button there, it shows that this battery bank right now is at 100%. So I can charge my batteries the traditional way by sliding two Sony batteries into this, and once I lock them down, there you go. But what you also notice that right now it is charging it. So you can see it's charging channel 1 and it's charging channel 2. Now I'm a good boy. I charge my batteries often. Rarely do I have an empty battery because I'm kind of neurotic about shooting, and when I come home I top off my batteries all the time. I never go stale. So but you'll notice right now we are not hardwired at all. We are charging two Sony batteries, 99% right now, and you can see that they are blinking. There's only a few 1 bar left until these are full because they're mostly topped out, like I said, anyway. But that's a really cool thing because, yes, it is bigger, but why do I like this? I like this because if I am out and about and I do have this in my bag, I don't need to find a wall outlet to charge my batteries, right? I know that the battery bank has charged itself. If I need to charge my cell phone, I can do that. If I need to top off a battery, I can do that. If I need to charge a full battery, I can do that, or even two. And I don't need any wall socket. I do not need any electricity to generate any power for this. It is a self-contained unit. However, if you do want to top off the battery bank, you do obviously have to plug it in. But I love that. I love that for traveling. I love it for a full day of photography that allows me to go out and not worry about running out of juice because I know I have the power right here to do that. The other cool thing about this too is, again, when I shoot weddings, I shoot a lot of weddings, and when I shoot weddings, I can get through the wedding day usually with 2 to 3 batteries. But if I'm running multiple cameras, maybe you're running 2 batteries on one camera, 2 batteries on another camera, you're starting to eat some battery life. So it is nice to have that security. And I do know that sometimes certain venues, not all of them, I've ran into it only a handful of times, that certain venues are not really too friendly with photographers for insurance reasons or whatever. It seems to be that love-hate relationship with photographers and wedding venues, or wedding planners that work at these venues. They don't like you messing around with their gear. They don't like you. I don't like them messing around with my gear. I don't like them telling me where I need to put my bags. But they also don't like you messing around with their venue. So they really are not happy sometimes when you plug in things. When I plug in, chargers, I always, when I get to a venue, I put my bags down. I try to find a safe spot where my bags are going to be with all my gear and my cases. And I usually try to find a wall socket close by that I can plug a charger into, and always have a battery in that charger. Once, after, I shoot a certain amount of photos, I want to make sure that I can top off at least a battery. It's like my security battery. This kind of takes that anxiety away from me because now I have a self-contained unit. I don't need anybody's help. It's all up to me, and I have a, battery bank ready to go that I can top off 2 batteries, and that is more than enough security for me to finish a day of hard shooting at a wedding. So I think this is a great idea. Yes, can you accomplish this same thing in other ways? Yes, you can. We do know that certain batteries now from, I don't think I have any right here, but certain batteries, I think I have one right here from, this one actually is a Canon EOS M6 battery. And you'll notice that this is from LLAno, and this one came with the charger, but you'll notice also that I believe this one has it. No, it does not. Sometimes these batteries have a USB-C in it. I know I do have a battery that has a USB-C in it. I just have to find it. Here we go. And Enagon. I don't even know what that is. But you'll see right there it has the USB-C. So I can put a cord directly into this battery and charge it. But there you go. Again, I still either need electricity or I need to bring an external battery bank like this large IIano, which I did a video on a little bit further back if you want to watch that. But you'll notice right here, I'd have to have this with a USB-C cord into this. And now, like, you start getting to be like a larger thing with cords wrapping around, and now you need a cord, and right, you get where I'm going with this. This takes away that. Okay, we're charging 2 batteries because the battery bank is at 100%. We're charging 2 batteries at the same time, no cords, no strings attached, and I can still add other things to this in order to charge other devices. Now, I think that that's great. I don't know that I'm a fan of this kind of this quick release door here because the batteries can just come straight out. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world because this is plenty secure. It really doesn't give me a great audible click when I do that. I mean, it's kind of, you guys can see, let me let that focus for you for a minute. You know, I hit that and like the batteries are just, they just flop out. You know, there's a spring in there, which is fine. But when I click this, it's not like this really moves. I would have liked to see, yeah, see, that's a little, you know, there's only a little bit here. I would have liked to see like a red or an orange indicator showing me that the door is either loose or it's closed or locked and set ready to go. That kind of doesn't give me great security. I mean, it seems, you know, secure enough. So that's it. If you want to shut down the charging while you have this in your case, all you do is long press this, I believe, is what I read. And I think it goes into a sleep mode. You can see it stop blinking and it's going to keep it right where it is. Or you can just remove the batteries, like I said. But if you hit this again, it should start powering it back up. And now we're back charging again. That's my only gripe about this. It's really fit and finish is really nice. The LCD screen is great. It has this like matte, smooth texture to it. It's not too heavy. I mean, you're going to feel it if it's in a bag because it is like a battery bank. To be honest with you, you know, this is a 20,000 watt, you know, 20,000 milliamp battery. They're about the same weight. And this is obviously a lot bigger and a lot thicker. And I do have 2 Sony batteries in this as well. If the batteries were not in this, this does become a lot lighter. But, you know, what's the point? So, yeah, that's the battery charger from LLAno. Like I said, I'm really bad at being prepared for this video. I do not have the model number. But they make this charger for various different things. I know you can get it for Nikon. You can get it for Nikon. You can get it for Sony, Canon, and I believe all your other major manufacturers of you know, cameras and camera bodies. But this is just giving you some indication on the box here. It says 12,400 milliamp for your battery charger there. I don't think, what are these Sony batteries are. My eyesight is so bad. Yeah, 7.2 volt, 20, 22, 28. I can't read that. I don't know. Can you guys read that? I can't read that. I number all my batteries, so I know which one's which, but it's up there in the corner. I can't see it. But nonetheless, 2 USB-C ports. They're both in and out ports, as indicated. If this will focus, man, the camera, I don't know why we're not getting a good focus here. Maybe I'm too close. 2 in and out ports on the side, USB-C, all your important stuff that you need to know there. But like you can see, power on and off, LCD display, and your cover and your battery compartment. Really not much to talk about other than that. I do think it's a great idea. I do, like I said, I like their normal chargers. These aren't too bad price-wise. I think this is right around $100, maybe a little bit more. Don't quote me on that. Definitely check the link out below to get the actual details on that. But their smaller chargers are about half that price. I think these are like 40 or 50 bucks. I really like them because they are a self-contained unit. USB-C is always a great thing in today's world with chargers. Most of them are USB-C, but you still run into those micro HDMIs or USB micro port. I don't know what they're called, but they suck. I hate them. USB-Cs are great. And this is a cool little device because it does give you that card storage as well as the 2 batteries. And they make this battery charger for various different batteries as well. But this is really cool because it does give you that option to be self-contained without electricity to charge your batteries throughout the day and keep them topped off. And, you know, you're not at anybody's kind of mercy there, just trying to tap off some free electricity if you're at a venue or if you are out on the road all day shooting. So I was very thankful that LLAno sent this one over to me for my Sony cameras, because my Sony cameras are my workhorses, but as you guys all know, for most of my shoots, my personal projects that I love, and my personal photography, the Leica is the brand for me. So I may see it. Well, I can already tell you that they don't make this for Leica because it is a proprietary battery on the bottom. But for all my other cameras, which I have plenty of them and different brands, I think LLAno is the way to go. And I really like what they did here. Okay, guys. Not going to make this one longer than it really needs to be. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope I gave you some information. Check out the product. Check out the links below. Like and subscribe. If you buy the products from me, you know, you're not going to pay anything extra, but it does help me on the back end, and it does support the channel. So if you've gotten some wealth from this or some entertainment with my scripted delivery, well, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.